You're listening to the LaDawn Black Show on Magic 95.9. And of course, the conversation has been all about natural hair and whether or not it's sexy. Well, of course, I had to get one of my experts on the line. Talking to me right now is Miko Branch. She is one of the co-founders of Miss Jessie's. Now, I know y'all go into your local drugstore, your Targets, and you see Miss Jessie's all over the shelves. Well, I have the lady who came up with this wonderful idea of this company right in her own brownstone. Miko, thank you so much for joining me.
Hey, LaDawn. Thanks so much for having me.
So let's talk about this thing, natural hair, because I went natural about 4 years ago. And I find that a lot of women say, oh, you know, your hair is beautiful, but guys really don't vibe with natural hair. So they're scared it's going to actually impact their dating ability. So what do you say to that?
Is that right? See, from my perspective, and over here in New York and even beyond, a lot of women have found that men are very receptive to natural hair. I know that when I did my big chop, I expected no one to talk to me. But that was when I got the most compliments. And other women, you know, they've had similar experiences. They thought that straight hair was the way to go,
right?
Scared to go natural. But when they did, so many men, you know, would respond. But then also they would get like a new admirer, you know, someone that they would never expect to say anything to them. So I don't know. It might be regional. The experiences might be regional. Maybe they're doing that in your neck of the woods.
Right.
I find that natural hair is actually regarded as sexy from the men. So it's a big surprise and bonus for us.
So what do you say to a woman who's scared of that big chop? Because you mentioned the big chop, and I know that there's debate on all the forums, on natural hair sites. Do I cut it all off? Do I sort of work it out? What do you say to your clients and when people just approach you and say, I'm scared to do it?
I say I can dig it. I understand. The big chop is not for everyone. The big chop is removing all your hair, all your straight ends at once, and that could be traumatic. And if you feel like, you know, you need a minute to ease into your natural hair, I would definitely say transition slowly. Other women are more brave. Other people are more brave, and for that person, they can get right into it and do their big chop. I can definitely say once you get there, there's a lot of wonderful. We have so many, you know, we have so much great texture.
Right.
So once you get there, it's a wonderful surprise. But that shock can be traumatic for some, and I certainly wouldn't want to encourage anyone to get discouraged before they even got to the good stuff. So maybe a transition might be appropriate, and if you have one of those courageous personalities, go for it.
Stay with me in the show because Miko's going to tell us about that big mistake a lot of naturalistas make following those YouTube videos and those forums. You don't want to miss it. Here's Janet Jackson on Magic.